We're going to talk about something really important today, the path forward after harassment. And not just getting by, but actually truly healing. We're going to look at the impact it has, the parts that nobody else can see, and talk about a clear way to build back our strength and our resilience.
And that's the real question, isn't it? Unlike a physical injury, the wounds from harassment are all internal. They're invisible, and that can feel incredibly isolating. So the very first step, before anything else, is to really understand the nature of that wound.
So, to understand that wound, we have to get right to the core of the problem. What exactly is happening to our emotional well-being after an experience like this?
See, the heart of the injury isn't just about feeling sad or angry, though those are definitely part of it. It's much deeper than that. Harassment messes with our internal system for regulating all our feelings. It's almost like a thermostat in your house suddenly breaks. One minute you're emotionally overheating, the next you're freezing, and you've totally lost the ability to just get back to a comfortable temperature.
It's also super important that we're on the same page about what emotional control really means here. This isn't about bottling things up or pretending you're not hurt, not at all. It's a skill, the ability to feel something, like anxiety, without letting it completely take over your whole day. Harassment damages that skill, and that's why everyday emotions can suddenly feel so massive and overwhelming.
So, if our internal emotional compass is spinning like crazy, how do we even start to recalibrate? Well, this brings us to a really practical tool, one that's designed to give us some clarity when everything just feels chaotic.
You know, you can't find your way out of a forest until you figure out where you are on the map, right? An emotional diary does exactly that. It helps you take that internal storm of feelings and turn it into something you can actually look at, clear data points. Just by getting it out of your head and onto paper, you're already taking the first step to getting back a sense of control.
And the real power of this is how simple it is. Seriously, you don't have to write pages and pages. It's all about these quick, focused check-ins. First, just name the feeling. Okay, I feel anger. Step 2, what was the trigger? A comment someone made. And third, how intense is it on a scale of 1 to 10? That's it. This simple act starts to create a little distance, and it helps you begin to see patterns that were impossible to see before.
So once we have this tool, once we start seeing these patterns, what do we actually do with that information? This brings us to the core philosophy of recovery, and it's a big one: choosing acceptance over avoidance.
The key is right here in this quote from the source material. I want you to really notice the words here. Accept and walk through. It doesn't say ignore or forget or just get over it. The goal is active. It implies you're moving and engaging with it, not trying to run away from it.
You know, it really comes down to a choice between two paths. Suppression is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes constant energy, and you know, deep down, that eventually it's just going to pop back up with even more force. Acceptance, on the other hand, is like letting that beach ball just float on the surface next to you. You see it, you acknowledge it's there, but it's not taking all your energy to manage anymore. And over time, you start to notice it less and less.
So what is all this work really for? What's the goal here? It's not about erasing the past. That's not possible. It's about building a stronger future. It's about developing true, lasting resilience, which is something so much more powerful than just bouncing back.
So when you look at the journey this way, you can see the path pretty clearly. It all starts with just acknowledging the real impact on your emotional regulation. Then, you use a tool like the diary to map out your inner world. And with that map, you consciously choose to process the experience. This shows us that healing isn't some destination you arrive at. It's an active, ongoing process of moving forward. And this right here might be the most important takeaway of all. Real resilience isn't some shield that stops you from ever getting hurt again. It's a toolkit. It's the confidence in knowing that when pain does come, you have the skills and the strategies to navigate through it, and that you'll come out on the other side.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. It doesn't have to be some giant leap. Maybe the first step is just noticing one feeling today without judging yourself for it. Maybe it's just quietly telling yourself that healing is actually possible. Whatever it is, that first small step is how you begin to take your power back.